Welcome to this much anticipated game between the top two teams in the Northwest Conference tournament here at Delta Park. We've said goodbye to 12 teams and just four remain, and two of them about to play right now. It is the Mount Idaho Cardinals, the other game going on in a few minutes. Starting over on the other field, the other two teams that remain, the Wenatchee Valley Knights taking on the Lower Columbia Red Devils. That is an elimination game. Loser of that one, winner of that one will take on the loser of this game on this at 12:30. The Saints 3-0 in this tournament so far, taking care of Yakima Valley 8-3 on Thursday, shutting out Columbia Basin 4-0. They only played one game yesterday. It was a 2-0 win against the Wenatchee Valley Knights, so they could potentially have a rematch if they and the Knights beat the Red Devils, or we could have a Southern Division rival between the Red Devils and the Saints, but that is only if the Saints drop this game to the Cardinals. These two teams have met once before. It was a 8-6 Mount Hood win at the Pasco crossover March 9th of this year. So Mount Hood has already seen this North Idaho team, and they have beaten them. The North Idaho Cardinals, they come from Coeur d'Alene. They finish with a record of 43-2. They also have yet to lose in this tournament as the number one seed. They defeated the Grays Harbor Chokers on Thursday by a final of 9-1, as well as taking care of Clackamas 12-3. And then on Friday, which was yesterday, they defeated Lower Columbia by a final of 15-9. So a very intense game this is going to be. It is the top two in the tournament, and two teams that still have not lost as we send it live to public address announcer Albert Hensley.
All right, good softball fans, and welcome to the NWAC Softball Champion Tournament here at Delta Park. Now, before we introduce the teams on each field, we'd like to thank the partners of the NWAC Softball Championship: Baden Sports, Debo Bats, Herf Jones, Hometown Ticketing, and our hosts from the South Region, Chemeketa, Clackamas, and Hood, in collaboration with Sport Oregon, Travel Portland, and the City of Portland. Now, the three core principles of the character, competition, and community. The NWAC encourages the fan to enjoy the competition, cheer on all of the athletes, and respect those involved. Good sportsmanship is at the core of competition, and the please refrain from swearing and using any derogatory remarks. No streaming of this game from any personal device will be allowed, and failure to adhere to these responsibilities may be cause for removal. So let's not do that, all right? All right, fans, at this time, we ask that the players and coaches line up on the foul line in front of their respective bench. And we also ask everyone who is able to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. All right, fans, we're here on Field 4, and we have game number 27 of the championship tournament, featuring the Mount Hood Saints and the North Idaho Cardinals team. All right, first, let's meet the visitors with a record of 41-4, the Mount Hood Saints. Here are the starters in numerical order for the Mount Hood Saints. Number 1, Izzy Brown. Number 7, Ava Carroll. Number 33, Madison Walker. Number 44, Gina Allen. Number 5, Brenna Wilson. Number 7, Ava Carroll. Again. Number 9, Sarah Martin. Number 11, Hope. Number 14, Jess Rella. Number 26, Peyton Foreman. And in the circle tonight pitching, number 28, Bella Carrazzo. Number The Saints are led by head coach Brittany Hendrickson and assisted by Taylor Gould, Kayla Grant, and Ryan Snowatsky. And now the home team, 1, the North Idaho Cardinals. And now the starters in numerical order. Number 1, Faith Nichols. Number 5, Carly Kostoff. Number 7, Kennedy Hobson. Number 10, Hayden Rockwell. Number 12, Emily Schulhauser. Number 13, number 15, and in the circle pitching, number 20, Christine Schmidt. Number 22, Summer McKinster. And number 23, Connie Korak. The Cardinals are led by head coach Shay Chen and assisted by Megan Carver and Kelsey. All right, what do you say? Let's play some NWAC champion ball.
All right, Alba, thank you very much. Starting lineup for the Saints, it'll be Ava Carroll leading off, followed by Izzy Brockmiller, Madison Walker, Gina Allen, Peyton Foreman, Jasmine Barella, Sarah Martin, Brenna Wilson, Hope Burke. And that will round out the bottom of the lineup. And pitching Cardinals is number 20, Christine Schmidt. Catching for the Cardinals is number 13, Corinne Duran. On first, we have number 1, Faith Nichols. On second, we have number 12, Emily Schulhauser. On third, we have number 23, Connie Korak. Shortstop is number 10, Hayden Rockwell. And the outfield in left is number 15, Kaylee Vieira. In center
fielder, number 7, Ava Carroll.
we have number 5, Carly Kostoff. And finally in right, we have number 7, Kennedy Hobson, as we are just about set for the first pitch of this much anticipated Battle of the Unbeatens as Ava Carroll steps into the box. And we are ready for game number 27 as the first pitch is taken just a bit high for ball 1. Shane Bokendogan is our umpire behind the plate. Faith Hebert and Chad Smith, the umpires on the bases. 1-0 pitch to Ava Carroll is popped into left field. That one is dropping foul just on the other side of the line, and it's 1-1. yesterday. That one just so close. The unfortunate spin on that bounce caused it to go foul, and Ava Carroll will have to come back. Lower Columbia and Wenatchee Valley going over on field number 5. Winner of that game will take on the loser of this game at 12:30 as Carroll fouls that one into the net. And the count now 1-2. Second overall meeting this year. Team Saints got the early advantage. Cardinals looking for a lead here. 1-2 on Ava Carroll, and that one is down the line foul, and we will do it again. Ava Carroll in her first at-bats in the game yesterday and the 2 games on Thursday. All singles. Things off here for the Saints. The 1-2 is off her shoulder. Take first as she is drilled by the pitch. So the leadoff runner is aboard as looks to be okay. And she will make her way to first.
Number 1, Izzy Brockmiller.
So now Izzy Brockmiller sparks some early momentum here with Ava Carroll on first. Bunted down the line. It's a fair ball. Here's the throw to first for out number 1, but that will advance Carroll to second. And a good sacrifice bunt there from Izzy Brockmiller.
Now batting for the Saints.
Walker. Have a runner on second base. That's Ava Carroll. First pitch on Madison Walker is foul, and count now 0-1. No balls and a strike to count. The pitch will hit her elbow, and that'll put second.
Number 44, shortstop, Gina Allen.
Second time in this top of the first. Pitcher has been hitting the batter. That is the 15th time she has done that, as that one from Allen is thrown 2, but that will advance the runners. Ava Carroll goes to third, and Madison Walker goes to second.
Runners on second and third. First base, Peyton Foreman.
So that'll bring up Peyton Foreman. Runners on second. How to play foul. And we'll run it back. Next pitch on its way is out of play again, and oh, 0-2 pitch here is pop out of play again. He's alive here. Pitch on its way to Foreman is popped into right field. Coming on to make the catch for out number 3. Out in right field is 7, Kennedy Hobson, and that will retire the side. So the Saints got runners to second and third, but unfortunately cannot do anything more after that. We here on field number 4. Hobson, who made that catch out in right field, will lead things off here for the Cardinals. With Bella Carrazzo on the mound for the Saints. The pitch is lifted foul. 1. Izzy Brockmiller behind the plate. Peyton Foreman on first, Madison Walker on second. Sarah Martin on third. Gina Allen, the shortstop. Get to the outfield after this 0-1 pitch, and that one is in for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Hope Burke is out in left. Ava Carroll is in right, and Brenna Wilson. Ava Carroll's in center, and Brenna Wilson is 0-2 pitch up high, 1-2. Winner of this game will not have to play anymore today. They will advance to championship tomorrow. 11 o'clock first pitch here on field number 4. Loser of this game will play the winner of Lower Columbia and Wenatchee Valley. A bit outside, 2-2, as Brockmiller was. It was a strikeout, but just on the outside, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Set, fires it once again. That one, did she go? She did not, and the count is full. To first base umpire Faith Hebert. Said she did not go, and the count now loaded here on Kennedy Hobson. Carrazzo in the set again. The 3-2 pitch is drilled into left field, but way foul.
Foul ball.
Hobson, 6'0 sophomore from Coto de Caza, California. Faces another 3-2, and that one is the glove of Ava Carroll for out number 1. A diving catch out in right center by Ava Carroll to get the first at the bottom of the first. So now that will bring up number 10, Hayden Rockwell, with a clutch catch out in right center by Ava Carroll to prevent the Cardinals from getting the leadoff base runner aboard. The first pitch is high and over the glove of Brockmiller. Luckily for the Saints, they did not have anyone on base that would advance on the wild pitch. Carrazzo in the set again, 1-0 the count here on Rockwell, and the pitch is play. That one's foul, and the count 1-1. One ball and one strike, the count here on Rockwell. Carrazzo will set again, and that one up high, 2-1. Two balls and one strike, the count on Rockwell. Carrazzo ready again. And the pitch is side, 3-1. Saints had a couple of base runners in the top of the first. Cardinals looking to get a couple of base runners here in the bottom half of the first. One gone in a scoreless game. Carrazzo fires the 3-1, and that one is popped foul back into the netting, and the count full. Hayden Rockwell again. A 3-2 pitch is popped up into the netting again, and so she will stay where she is.
Full count.
The count full as it's been the last few pitches. Carrazzo gets ready again. She pitched the entire game on Thursday night, did not pitch at all in the game yesterday, as that one is ball 4, and Rockwell will take the first. So that'll bring up number 23, Canny Korak.
23, Connie Korak.
Runner on first. One out here in the bottom of the first. Carrazzo readies the first pitch here to Korak, and the throw by Brockmiller, and the count 1-0. One ball and no strikes the count here. Next pitch is low, ball 2. Two balls and no strikes the count here on Korak. As Carrazzo readies again and fires, and that one check swing, and the throw back to first, not there. And the count 3. They appeal back to first base. The umpire says she did not swing. So the count 3 balls and no strikes. As Carrazzo readies it again and fires it outside, and a 4-pitch walk. So that'll put runners on first and second here with only one gone in the bottom of the first. Here is Connie Duran trying to get some early runs going here for the Cardinals as she takes ball 1 up high. 1-0 the count. One ball and no strikes here, the count. As the runners take a lead, and that one is popped up. And 1-1. One strike here on Connie Duran. As Carrazzo gets ready again and fires it, and that one is dribbled. Madison Walker's got it. She'll throw to. That will advance the runners to second and third. Was able to stop it there. To pick it up, but Madison Walker will throw it to first, out number 2. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Kaylee Vieira. So the count 1-0. As Carrazzo readies and fires again, and that one is up high again, 2-0. Two balls and no. Here on and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Saints trying to get out of a jam here with runners on second and third. Hayden Rockwell, the runner on third. Connie Korok, the runner on second. Carrazzo readies. And the 2-1 is swing and a miss. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two away in the bottom of the first. The number 1 and the number 2 flash for the first time in this tournament. Carrazzo fires, and that one's popped up. Walker's backing up. She's got it. And that will end the Saints. Leave them on second and third as they left them on second and third as well. We head to the second, still scoreless here on field number 4.
Leading up the inning for the Saints,
Jasmine
Barella.
followed by Sarah Martin, Brenna Wilson, Hope Burke. And then we will return to the top of the lineup. If we go the distance. Saints have won 5 in a row. Their last 2 against Centralia back on May 10th. And the 3 they played thus far in the tournament. North Idaho Cardinals are on a 37-game winning streak. As the first pitch here to Barella, taken low, check swing, did not go, ball 1. One 0 count here to Barella, and that one is in for a strike, 1-1. One pitch here to Barella is into right center for a base hit. Rounding first, and she's going to stay there. A leadoff single for Jasmine Barella. So that'll bring up power hitter Sarah Martin, back-to-back home runs in the first game against Yakima Valley. In the second here with a leadoff runner on first as Martin takes first pitch up high for ball 1. One 0 the count here to Sarah Martin, and the pitch in there for a called strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Sarah Martin, and the pitch is dribbled foul into the North Idaho dugout, and the count 1-2. Sarah Martin now with a 1-2, and the pitch outside to The howls come from the Saints dugout here on the first base line. 2-2 to Martin, dribble down, and here's the throw to first. It's there in time, and that will advance Barella to second as a little dribbler is picked up by the second base player. And
Next up for the Saints, right fielder, number 5, Brenna Wilson.
Brenna Wilson here with a runner on second, only one out. Top two in a scoreless game as she swings and misses on the first. The count 0-1. Oh and 1 the count. Brenna Wilson up high, 1-1. Runner on second. That's Brenna Wilson swings and misses. Foul, actually, and that will make it 1-2. She did get a piece of that. The count 1-2 here on Brenna Wilson, and the pitch up high, and that will send Barella to third on the wild pitch. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count now here on Brenna Wilson. Barella 60 feet away from being the first run of the game. Wilson down low, ball 3. The count is full. Bokendogan was the umpire in Mount Hood's game against Columbia Basin on Thursday night. 3-2 Wilson is just outside ball 4. So runners on the corners now for the Saints. Barella on third. Wilson on first as that brings up Hope Burke. Hope Burke hopes to drive in a run. She had a solo shot in the game against Columbia Basin on Thursday night as she takes ball 1 up high. Count 1. Only one out here in the top of the second. Burke in for a called strike, 1-1. That one was right down the middle. One to Burke is pop foul and almost hitting the umpire. But the count now 1-2. Jasmine Barella 60 feet away on third. Could be the first run of the game. 1-2 to Burke. Outside, 2-2. Burke is the final batter in the lineup. Ava Carroll would be the next as we would return to the top of the lineup. 2-2 to Burke is popped up in play, and the catch cannot be made. Diving attempt by the catcher, but it falls out of the glove, and it's foul, and the count remains 2-2. Catcher Connie Duran could not make the catch. And so Hope Burke stays alive with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Dribbled foul, and once again, she remains alive. Christine Schmidt readies another pitch. It's another 2-2 to Hope Burke with runners on the corners as she dribbles that one foul again into the North Idaho dugout. And once again, we will run it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, only 1 out here in the top of the second as Burke swings and misses for out number 2 as she strikes out. The first strikeout of the game for pitcher Christine Schmidt. Ava Carroll, who was hit by the pitch at our first appearance, looks to drive in a run before the Saints. She lifts that one into center. Barella comes in to score. Saints take an early 1-0 lead as Brenna Wilson heads to second. Carroll. The Saints are on the board first. They take an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Izzy Brockmiller with 2 on, but 2 outs. Takes ball 1 in the dirt. Runners on first and second. Thought about advancing where they are. The RBI single from Ava Carroll drives in our first run of the ball game. 1-0 Saints. The 1-0 is dribbled to second. Throw to first is in time, and that will retire the side. So we go to the bottom out of the second, but not before the Saints get one on the board. After 1.5, it's Saints 1 and Cardinals nothing.
Saints lead it 1-0.